Hi guys. So yeah, we are a bit late, but for good things you can wait a bit, right? And it's less than 24 hours for the 18th season of the Indian Premier League to start off, and it starts at the Eden Gardens, the city of joy. So IPL is always that time of the year. I feel when 2 months it's sort of a festival, one of the grandest festivals in the cricketing community. I would say one of the most extravagant shows, and there's total so much enthusiasm across the states, across the teams, all players just fighting out for that one trophy. And it's really one heck of a tournament, to be honest. So much competitions we see, so many close games till the last day. Quite a few times we have seen we don't get to know the last four teams to qualify. So there's so much excitement that's gonna start building from tomorrow and gonna end in the last week of May. So yeah, 2 months of enjoyment for all cricket fanatics. And I am joined by Abhishek. So Ritam has come for the first time in our channel. He is supporting the Mumbai Indians, as I know. But yeah, so we three, and I think Ashish will join us in some time. So we four would like to analyze all the teams and also have a discussion with you guys. What you guys feel about each and every team? Which any X factor in any team you guys feel free to share in the comments box, and that's only gonna drive this discussion forward. So before moving into the analysis, I would just like to ask both of you, since only two of you are here, your favorite moment from any favorite moment from the IPL. I would like to start with our new guest, Ritam. Yeah, I think Ritam is mute. Ritam is on mute, I think.
Yeah, sorry. As I was saying that there are a lot of favorite moments for me. But one thing that I will never forget in my entire life is when Mumbai Indians defeated Rajasthan Royals in 2014. I mean that was a virtual knockout, I believe, and Mumbai Indians had to chase almost 193 in 14
Yeah, that
overs or
match
something like that.
at Wankhede,
Yes, that
Aditya
was a
Tade, that final ball.
exactly. That was a hell of a moment, and that match actually went very deep, and I enjoyed it to the fullest. That is one thing.
Yeah, that was really one heck of a match. And I remember Ambati Rayudu gets run out. Then Rajasthan
Ah,
started
yes,
celebrating for a while. Then the umpires just asked them to wait. And after all those calculations and everything, it comes up that Mumbai needs to hit a boundary, four or six in that last ball.
yes, exactly.
Somadeep, yeah, Somadeep has come up
Rahul
with some
Dravid
comments,
too
but
was quite
unfortunately,
animated after
Somadeep,
that
to
ball.
be honest, we can't take this comment because of some YouTube guidelines. So anyways, yeah, and then Rahul Dravid, one of the coolest customers ever, throwing
Uh,
up his hat away
exactly,
in frustration. That's that iconic moment of that match. And then Aditya Tadi just rolled up his shirt over his head and he kept
exactly.
on running. So yeah, so I would now like to ask Abhishek about his favorite moment.
Since I'm supporting RCB, I think it's not a no-brainer that the 2016 match between RCB and GT, where
Yeah,
two great batsmen, ABD and Virat Kohli, stitch up that I think 150 plus run partnership, if I'm not wrong, and
yeah,
just
yeah.
smash
So
the bowlers all over the park. So that remains the match I watched live, and yeah, for
yeah,
me
both
that
of
is
them scored hundreds, and I think
and
that's the highest partnership till now in IPL. I'm not exactly sure about the stats. Please
especially
don't.
that five ball sixes of that guy Shivil Kaushik,
Yeah,
that
yeah,
made my
that's
day.
some
Yeah.
Chinaman with an unique action.
So that was one of my. There are a lot of because see, 18 years of IPL at there, so it's very difficult to pick just one moment. But there are a lot of favorite moments, and if you ask one more match, like which I remember very much, is the CSK MI match into 2019, where 2 runs or one ball was required, and Malinga bowled that super LBW to Jad. I think Jadeja it was, or I don't remember, but
No, no, Shardul,
that was
Shardul
also
Thakur it was.
so
Yeah, I
that match
made a
also I
shot on
watched.
that match also. So, to be honest, that
Yeah,
was a pretty
so
heartbreaking match from
that
a
remains
CSK
also
fan
one of
point
my
of view.
favorite matches. And yeah,
Yeah,
so these two are one of my top memories. Yeah,
yeah, mine, I would say, I've said it in the short also. Probably one of the best finals for CSK because CSK have been on the wrong side of close finals so many times. And finally,
Mm.
in 2023, they won a final. which they could have lost. I mean, chasing 171 in 15 overs, and that match, I think,
That
first
was
they got washed out. Then Monday night, it went on till around 1:30 a.m. in the night, and then 10 of 2, Jadeja hits a 6, and then a 4, and then Dhoni picking up Jadeja in his arms. That moment of celebration, I mean, that's really, to be honest, hardening. I mean, it was a treat to watch for every CSK fans, and CSK equaling MI because they were 4 and MI were 5, and then CSK became the joint highest with MI in that match.
just to
So,
answer
and Dhoni also winning
someone
his fifth trophy as a captain.
just
Yes,
to answer
Somadeep
some of the
is
questions.
so.
So just a one answer. I
Yes,
think I shared a short with also. So I think Saptarshi. So he delivered 2 trophies in 9 months. So he is, I think. So that is the best.
yes,
Yeah,
Somadeep is coming up with some.
yeah.
I think Shomadip is just having some biology courses at this point of time. He is asking all biology questions. But anyways, so yeah,
Yeah, please.
uh, to be
Yeah.
honest,
So please, you have to just comment. Like you have to take comments which are not will not make keep give us in trouble. So please respect the YouTube community guidelines. And yeah,
yeah. So I think now time to move to each and every team, and we would like to start off with the defending champions, the team who is gonna start off tomorrow at their home ground. Title defense. So I mean, title defense has been an incredibly difficult job, to be honest, in any league. And we know, I think only Mumbai and CSK could successfully defend their title. Two of the best teams. KKR are definitely the third best in terms of trophies. Can they be the third team to defend their title? So I would like to go to Ritom.
I mean, this year also KKR has quite a good team. I mean, if you see, the team is quite balanced. They have a very good balance in terms of both batting and bowling. We know that KKR always relies a lot on their spin attack. So it is almost Anjit. I mean, Nadine is there, Varun Chakrabarti is there. Two of the best spinners, I can say, they will surely deliver. And if I go to the batting portion, Sunil Nadine will be accompanied by QDK this time. So
Yeah,
of course, I would not say that the opening pair is so much exciting for me as it was in 2024 because Phil Salt delivered quite a good amount of runs quickly previous year, but I don't think UDK will be able to do it as Salt did it. And also this time, Nareen will be studied much. I mean, the opponent teams will surely try to crack open the loopholes and restrict Nadine this time. But still, KKR has a quite a good batting lineup also because uh, they have their depth in the batting. Of course, Rinku is there, Russell is there, Venkatesh Iyer is there. So, and in the bowling lineup, Arshid Rana is there, Vaibhav Arora is there. So,
yeah. KKR have
I
written
think
a
KKR
strong
team is
core
not
of that, a strong portion of
bad.
that core. I think the only guy they will miss really badly, can miss really badly, is Phil Salt, because Stark was hot and cold throughout the tournament. It was only once they got to that qualifier one that the last two games Stark was on fire. But before that, the way Stark was bowling, I don't think Nokia or Spencer will bowl any worse than that. So the guy
Exactly.
they can really miss is Phil Salt
Phil
and
Salt, exactly.
Shreya's captaincy.
Shreya Iyengar's captaincy, but at the same time, KKR is a very data-driven team. You know, they have a good analyst set of analysts, and so I think that more than captaincy, they rely on
Yeah,
this
but
part
also, I mean, Jinx
also.
is a pretty good mind in captaincy. We have seen him doing well with India also in the test team,
Of
and
course,
even when he captained Rajasthan Royals. Yeah, the problem with Ajinkya is,
also
can he replicate?
the domestic season.
Yeah,
uh,
the
he had a
problem with making
lot
Rahane a
of.
captain is, if he doesn't deliver a 2023 kind of season like he delivered with CSK, if he goes back to his old form playing at 125, 130 sort of strike rate, which is definitely not the need of the hour on a flat road type surface at Eden Gardens, then they don't have the luxury to drop him and play someone else.
One big problem with Rahane is that his vulnerability against spin. So,
Yeah,
and most probably this time he will bat in the middle overs. So I think the opponent teams will try to restrict him with the spin attack. But anyway, I don't know whether he will replicate some anchor kind of role, or he will take on the spinners. Only the season, if the season progresses, we
Yeah.
can know
Also,
that.
if Rahane is playing at number three, that means um, I think Ankrish can't play because only Ankrish can play if there is a collapse. Else, Venki has to come in at number four. Then there's Rinku at five, Russell at six, and no, I think I missed out someone. Uh,
Rana,
who is that? No, Rana is not there. No, Rana
Rana
is
is
not
not there.
there. So Venki at four, Rinku at five, Russell at six. Yeah, I didn't miss out.
No,
Ramandeep at seven, and they can play
Ramandeep at
Anukul
7.
at eight. Um,
But to be very honest, KKR was quite successful in retaining the core strength that they had in 2024. So there are few loopholes, but they can work it out, I guess.
yeah. Also, I mean, what is the playing 11 which you guys are looking to? So mostly it's gonna be Quinton and Narain opening, and then at one down it will be Ajinkya.
Quinton or Gurbaz, I'm not sure because Gurbaz is also in a good win of form. So that remains to be seen. Who will open?
I think
But I
Dekog will
think
most
they will
likely be the
play
first choice.
QDK. Of course, QDK should be the first choice. Uh,
Yeah, but if yeah,
I think they will play Angrich, I think, because last year he had quite a good season. Uh,
Yeah, I mean, he was also one of those products whom KKR have groomed and sort of built over the years, like they did with Rinku. He's been one of the products of their academy, Ankrish Raghuvanshi.
yeah.
So, and they
if
brought him back
Raghuvanshi
this year.
plays, then Venki Iyer at 4, Rahane's spot goes down to 5 then. So I don't
But
know.
then,
That's quite a
if you
tricky
play
case.
Rahane at five, you are minimizing even more his outcome, to be honest, because Rahane is not someone whom you can expect to come and straight away make those 20 runs of 10 balls or something.
Rahane suits more in the power play overs rather than the
Yeah.
middle and the death overs.
Yeah,
And to be
that
honest, his 2023 season was sort of an outlier season because even if you see in 2024, he struggled and
no, it
CSK
was
had to continuously shuffle his batting positions and all. Yeah, one thing he will enjoy is with CSK, he had to play 7 games in Chekhov, but those 7 games in Eden, he will relish more with the surface.
exactly.
Yeah, like Rahane is
Uh,
a kind of player who relies more on timing and he likes ball coming
Yeah,
to the bat and the pace. So I think the Eden surface will suit him more than the CSK surface.
yeah.
sure.
So,
So
and
that's
then three Rahane. Now I think Ankrish's position will be sort of an impact player thing. Now, if KKR bats first, they need an extra batter. They'll lose 2 wickets early. Ankrish might come into the scene. Else, if they don't need, they can play Anukul down the order just to get that extra bowling option. But if they bowl first, then maybe they have to. They might start with Anukul also. I'm not sure. Venki, Rinku, Russell, and Ramandeep. These guys are fixed.
Ramandeep,
And
they
then
are
that bowling, the last 4 5 positions. So it will be mostly, I think, Harshit will be there, Vaibhav will be there,
Varun.
Varun Chakravarti will be there,
Yes,
and that spot where Mitchell Stark used to play. So Mitchell Stark's spot will be taken by either of Nokia or Spencer Johnson.
not
So
here.
whom do
Okay,
you see getting the first
exactly.
nod?
So I believe that Nokia should be the first choice, according to me, uh, because I mean, on one season in DC, he performed quite well. I think he has the experience in bowling in IPL, so I think Nokia should be the first choice. If he fails, then they can move to Spencer Jones.
Yeah, surely. I mean, Nokia, I think you will get that extra pace with Nokia. Yeah, I know he wasn't that much successful with DC last year, primarily due to his injuries and all, but he's got that extra experience. And those with Spencer, what you get is that left armer's angle, which comes handy in a lot of situations. But then again, Spencer doesn't have a lot of experience. We saw it even when he was playing for Gujarat last year. So there's a comment number C with Shreyas and Rana gone, only Russell and Nareen play spin at a high strike rate, while QDK, Rahane, Rinku, and VIR all have poor numbers against spin, which could be a major concern for their middle order. Yeah, so that's one thing. Maybe on slowish surfaces, these guys, a lot of these guys might struggle, because we have seen even with Decock, he's also one of those guys who likes space on the ball. Venkier likes space on the ball. Rinku likes space on the ball, and Rahane we all know. So yeah, Russell and Nareen will play a big role in smashing spinners, but I think on the Eden surface it may not matter that much, because I mean, to be honest, Eden now has become a deathbed for bowlers most of the times,
And
unless Eden
also one
changes.
thing I know that Shreya Shaiya plays spin quite well, but if you see his previous year's form, I mean that was not that good. So I don't think Shreyas is. I mean, apart from the captaincy, his batting form will be much missed in this format. I don't think so.
Yeah.
Yeah, so Shreyas, let's see whether KKR will miss Shreyas a lot or what. So mostly, I think KKR's playing 11 is gonna be that kind of a thing. It's gonna be Narain and QDK at the top. Then we are taking Rahane at three. Chalo, Ankrish at five. Maybe it can be Anukul down the order also. If Ankrish plays at four, and then Venki move to five, Rinku at six, Russell at seven, Ramandeep at eight, Harshit at nine, Vaibhav at 10, Varun at 11, and Nokia as the impact sub.
Yeah.
So that's gonna be the playing 11, or rather playing 12, if we put it in that way. So now let's move to the next team. Who were the different? So yeah, Ashish has joined. Since Ashish has joined a bit late, so I would, and he has sort of worn a neutral color. So we have got here CSK, MI, RCB, and DC. To be honest, uh, and yeah, Ritam is new, so he has come for the first time. And I would want to start with Ashish by asking him the same question which I asked Ritam and Abhishek, since I missed out asking him last time. So, your favorite moment from the IPL? One moment you want it to happen again right now.
For IPL, I don't have favorite moments.
I mean, any favorite moment, any moment
Uh,
which you just remember till now.
it's probably going to be the favorite moment. Tough one, but okay. KL Rahul scoring the fastest IPL 50.
Okay, and I mean, this one you surely would want to replicate, want to happen again this year, and it was against Delhi only, to be honest. So yeah, this time for Delhi.
Yep, exactly.
So yeah, to be honest, that so we have already had a discussion on KKR, and we would now like to move to the next team, which is the runners up from the last time, Sunrisers Hyderabad. So Sunrisers Hyderabad, I mean, they were a pretty consistent team during that pre-COVID era, but since then there was a shift. They had a couple of poor years with the team getting revamped a bit and all. But again, last year they had a stellar year, to be honest, and not just stellar year in terms of performance or in terms of moving to the finals, but the way they just terrorized the opponents. To be honest, the way they played their cricket. So Ashish is new, and I would like to ask him about what do you expect from SRH this time? More wild things from SRH or what?
I feel that they are the. uh, If you ask me, the top two teams, top three teams probably from this year, from the team that they have, I'll say SRH and MI at the top. Punjab definitely has a formidable side, but then Punjab has a backstory. Uh, the history of Punjab is the thing that might stop them. But I feel Mumbai and SRH might be the favorites. They have really really good side. So
Absolutely.
that's so if the only thing SRH can get improved from last time is going the distance which they were not able to go the last time. Apart from that, what's the other anything? left for them. So that's
Yeah,
very
so
important.
SRH, to be honest, I mean, they have made a few changes. One of their main problems last year was the lack of a spin bowler. So they didn't have that specialist spinner, and we saw them struggling with it. They tried with, I think, Mayank Markande in the initial matches. Then they tried with Washi. They tried Shabazz, and I mean, in the end, they decided to bowl only with Shabazz and I think Abhishek Sharma. So they even tried that Sri Lankan spinner for a few matches, Vyas Kant. He also didn't pay rich dividends. So this year they went with two experienced leggies in Rahul Chahar and Adam Zampa. And I mean, so how do you see their team shaping up? I mean, Ritom or Abhishek, whoever wants to take it.
To be very honest, they are quite explosive uh, looking side. I mean, we all know what Travis said and Abhishek Sharma are capable of. They will come and try to hit the ball from the beginning only. And Ishan Kishan has come to the squad lately, so I think his role is also will be to hit the ball. And then they have Aiden Markram, so all are quite power hitters. I mean, they are quite
No, no, they don't
No, I
have
think
formidable
Aiden
players.
Markram.
Markram is
No,
in
no,
Delhi, I think.
Markram is in
He
LSG.
means
Oh,
he.
sorry, sorry.
Sorry, LSG,
Very
LSG, yeah,
very
LSG,
sorry.
yeah.
He meant Klassen. He meant
It's not
Klassen.
Markram.
Nitish Kumar Reddy is there. Hendrich
Nitish
Klassen is
Yeah,
there.
Kumar
so
Reddy is there. Henrik Klassen is there. I misspelled it to Aiden Markram. I was trying to say Klassen only. Yes, Klassen is there. We all know that Klassen is also a quite power hitter. I mean, so Nitish Kumar Reddy. So their batting depth is quite high, and the most important thing is that they can score runs at a high strike rate. So they will try to do that only. So we can expect a lot of high scoring games from them. I mean, 250 plus matches will be there, and we can see it from SRH. From the bowling perspective, if I say, uh, they have some problems. I mean, Harshal Patel is there. Patel, I don't guess, will be much effective in low scoring games. He will not be able to defend if
yeah,
the
also
score
I
doesn't.
think they have their main motto is on our home track. Rajiv Gandhi pitch has become that kind of a pitch again, sort of a Eden Gardens type of pitch where you think, I
So
mean,
we have a
runs will
comment
flow.
from Hathodi that
Yeah,
what do
so
you think
Hattori,
about
is he new
the
to our channel or has he come
KKR
before? I
versus?
don't
No, no,
remember.
he has come before. He is an old
Okay, he
subscriber of
was
our
there
channel.
before.
Yeah.
So yeah, what do you think, guys? KKR versus RCB. So yeah, I mean, we would also sort of have a short talk on that in the end of our video. I
Although
mean, we
although the
already
weather
had on
conditions are
KKR.
not good for that match, so we have to also see that
Yeah,
the rain threat looms largely. What I've seen on the news, but
yeah. So also, I mean, there's some gonna be some good inaugurations and all. So I think this time the BCCI has planned for some opening ceremony in all the grounds.
yeah.
Yeah.
Uh,
So yeah, RCB we will come shortly. Hattori, I mean, you just keep watching. We will come shortly, RCB, and we will have a talk on that. So as of
uh,
now, SRH. Yeah. So I think with the Rajiv Gandhi pitch also changing a lot. I mean, now they have decided sort of that it's gone, and it was in Hyderabad only. I think that India played Bangladesh also for one T20, if I'm not wrong.
Yeah,
Where I think Nitish Reddy played
close
well in
to
that game.
300 runs were, yeah.
No, that was in Hyderabad or the 297 match or the second match was in Hyderabad. I'm not sure. Okay, the 297 match only was in Hyderabad. Yeah, so I mean, you get a fair idea about how the pitch is. So I think mostly their bowlers will bowl defensive lines. Yeah, also they've got Shami. Now, how
Shami, they
much
have
fit is
Shami and Pat Cummins will be there. So
yeah? Pat Cummins, Shami,
his bowling
Harshal,
option,
But
and
Pat
then
Cummins is also returning from an
Pat
injury,
Cummins,
so it remains to be seen that how he can bowl on this flat track. And Shami also returning from an injury, although he bowled,
yeah,
I
so
would say,
it will be also a test on Shami because he's come from bowling on Dubai where the bowlers had some help in the pitch and also it's an
mhm.
ODI game. Now you are
not
coming,
necessarily the fast bowlers didn't had much help, to be very honest, but
yeah, but
still
still it was
he
not
bowled
exactly a
decently.
road like
Yeah,
pitch.
yeah.
And
It was not
also
a,
it's
it
an
was,
ODI
yeah.
where batters don't have
Yeah,
that much of
but
an
I
attacking
think
mindset. But
the motto of SRH will be to score as many runs as they can. If
yeah,
they bat first, I think they will try to post a score above 220 or 30 something. I'm not saying 250 or something like that, but they will try to score as much as they can. And so, see, chasing is always a difficult task. So if you post a score about, say, for
So
example,
Hattori has come up with a
130,
point. Sorry to disturb.
Like,
Hattori has come with a point like this. If every season in IPL to 2020, 230 plus scores comes means it's unfair for bowlers.
yeah, I think
but this
last
is the
year was the
trend.
first time when I saw so many. I mean, even 260 got chased at Eden. Then there was that match where RCB even threatened SRH with 287 on the board. DC, I think, scored 258 in one match where Jake Fisher McGurk went mad. And
Yeah,
MI just
when
uh,
DC scored 258.
that match where Jake Fisher McGurk went mad against
Uh,
MI.
Could be. I don't remember it, but okay.
So that match also MI came very close, if I remember
MI
correctly.
became very close, but lost at the end.
Yeah, I think they lost 3 wickets. Yeah,
257,
DC scored
257. Lost by
257, MI scored
lost
247,
by
lost by just 10 runs.
runs. Yeah, भाई 257 बनाया था DC. Bro, I don't remember that. भाई, bro.
Yeah,
Yeah, he
I mean
scored.
that match, Jake Fisher
Yeah,
McGurk
if I
hit
come to
Bumrah
this
for
point,
20 runs in 1 over, I remember.
I mean,
Yeah, so
MI had a terrible season last year. We all know why, because all those clashes are going on. So I think
yeah, so I mean, to be honest, one thing which MI fans would surely want this year is for all those behind the scenes getting
this
stopped,
is not going to
and then
happen
the
this year, I guess,
performances
because
will surely. Yeah, I think now with both these guys, most of the two guys or three guys who were involved in all those things, I think they have won
they
the
together, they
tournaments
won
also.
trophies together. I think
Yeah,
that's why this is not going to matter much this year.
yeah, and also I think the fans will be less stressed about Hardik becoming the captain.
Okay, so Hattori is telling that yes, MI almost chased it, and new guy Rasid Salam bowled well in the
Rasid
middle
Salam,
overs.
yeah, yeah, Rasid
Exactly.
Salam was a good.
भाई
Rashid
चार
bowled
ओवर में
quite
ना
well at
3
that.
विकेट लेके 34 रन्स दिया है बस उसने मतलब तो
It was
yeah, he has
excellent,
done really
excellent
well.
that day. I remember.
Yeah, so I think Tilak played a very good innings, some 60, 70, if I'm not wrong. And then at the end, I think there was Piyush Chawla or whatever it was. So yeah, coming back to SRH. So SRH's team, I think, mostly will be, I mean, Head and Abhishek at the top of the order. Everyone knows. And if you want to know the best, go and ask Mr. Goenka. He will say you. So, I mean, Travishek is that much destructive. Then at number 3 is Ishan Kishan. Now, one thing I feel is they could have gone for someone else apart from Ishan Kishan at number 3, because I am still a bit skeptical about how he's going to perform at number 3. I think opening is still his best spot.
Absolutely, and
See,
all these years he has played for MI in the opening position. So
no,
all of
yeah, continue. I will put my opinion on that. So
Okay, you can share. I think Abhishek is done.
yeah, means all those
no,
years he has batted for MI in the power plays where the restriction of two fielders are there, and all of a sudden he's expected
Yeah,
to
I know.
come and slog in
He
the
had a,
middle overs. So that's a new challenge for him. But it's
yeah, I
remains to
know.
be
He had a
seen that
good season at number 4, if I remember, in 2020 when he scored those 500 runs, I think. But I mean, since then he has struggled in the middle order, and that's the reason why MI let go Dekok in 2022, and they promoted Ishan to open the innings with Rohit, because Ishan was struggling in the middle order. Yeah, so Ashish, I think he was trying to put something.
yeah. No, the point that I want to make is what are the options apart from Ishan Kishan at number 3? I feel that's a very good thing to do. There are a few hiccups that the entire top 3 is left-handed. That is one negative point. But apart from that, if I look from the SRH philosophy, I don't think anyone else would have fitted it. Well, like Ishan Kishan fits perfectly in that spot. Like they want someone to come and attack. They previous year they had someone like Rahul Tripathi, although he's a great batter, but and I like him personally, but
I
the
think there's
kind of
some
what
comment, हाई करेंगे छुपके छुपके, हाँ मतलब पता नहीं
he
तुम क्या
didn't.
करोगे छुपके छुपके, पर जो भी है, thanks for coming. So you can share your comments about any team. We are now talking about SRH.
But he doesn't he but Rahul Tripathi was not fitting into the philosophy of SRH. But Ishan Kishan fits perfectly into that philosophy, and although he has spent a lot of time as an opener, but in T20 cricket, the top three positions are generally flexible, and you are expected to kind of come at any position and score runs, kind of. So
Maybe
uh,
And
Ishan struggled for
uh,
spin in middle phase against Rashid.
and
Uh,
with one thing, because Sharma and Head both will try to hit the ball from the first beginning only.
yeah.
So the chances of falling a wicket early is also quite high.
Hi,
So
yes,
Ishan may come in the power play as well.
definitely. Definitely. So, but and the thing is, if the wicket falls, then Ishan Kishan will come and he will try to try to replicate the same thing.
Yeah, so I think I mean Rahul Tripathi they tried. Yeah, I still feel Rahul Tripathi played well in that KKR game when he got run out in that qualifier one. Also gave a good start in that game against Rajasthan in the eliminate and the no qualifier two where he smashed Ashwin for I think 20 or something in the power play. But
Mhm.
maybe they needed someone with a bit more explosive mindset. So that's okay. And then number four, I think Nitish Kumar Reddy. So now he's an even more experienced guy. He's come from come with after 100 down under in the BGT series. So he will surely have an extra bout of experience with him. And then at number
And
five, I
Henrik
mean
Klaasen.
Henrik Klaasen, one of the most destructive batters in the current time.
Especially against spin. The way he
Yeah,
punches
Exactly.
on the back foot, his back foot play against spin
yeah.
is superb.
One thing, SRH might be a bit concerned is regarding
Hathor is
Henrik
asking
Klaasen's
about
form.
Rahul Tripathi. Is Rahul Tripathi in the SRH team?
No, he's moved to CSK now.
Yes, yeah, that's what I was a bit confused. Yeah.
Yeah, he's saying because Rahul Tripathi was in SRH last time, he was playing at number three.
So Karenge Chupke Chupke is saying that I heard Patidar smashed Suyas 34 runs in
एक, एक,
over in inter squad game.
see, one thing तो practice game में क्या चल रहा है I don't know because
Yeah, everybody is scoring century. Riyan Parag is scoring century.
Riyan Spartak scored
J
164 or 44. I think JFM
And
scored
Shreya
some
Sharma
100
is
of
bowling quite badly, as I have heard. And they are not going to even play Shreya Sharma as I believe
but
RCB.
I think Suresh Sharma is a
We'll
good
come to
spinner. I think
RCB shortly.
was he part of the
To be
KKR last
honest,
year?
at Eden or Chinnaswamy, they don't even need to play Suyas. Maybe if they go to Chepauk or even Ekana pitch has changed because I saw the WPL and the
Yes,
WPL, I mean, 180, 200 was being scored for fun. I mean, if
exactly.
180 has scored in WPL, so in IPL you should expect 200. I mean, I think that Ekana soil has changed to be honest. That Ekana pitch has been changed
Mhm.
a bit. मैं ऊपर से थर्ड कमेंट नहीं पढ़ा ऊपर से थर्ड कमेंट अच्छा my favorite RCB Virat Chachu and GT second obviously
Why second GT? Any reason?
because he is Sada.
Maybe Gill is there.
He is only Sada. वो
I
साड़ा
will
का
go.
आईडी गेम हो
Oh
गया
man, I thought we got a
Okay,
new
so the next team.
subscriber.
yeah so and sorry then Henrik Klassen six I think there will be Abhinav Manohar. No, Abhinav Manohar is again someone who played well at GT but didn't get enough chances. I feel he's got a potential. He can hit those big shots. Number seven is a place where SRH, I think, from bottled a bit, to be honest. They could have got someone else. At this point, they may play, as I'm hearing, someone named Aniket
Aniket,
Verma.
Aniket Verma.
Honestly speaking, I'm not too much aware about his profile. So, if any one of you can shed any
No,
light on that.
As
I
far
was
as I
not heard
know,
about him.
as far as I know, he has quite a stunning strike rate. Also, his average is quite good. I was seeing some stats regarding him, but to be very frank, I have not seen him play, so I should not comment much about him.
Yeah, I think
I was
his
seeing his strike rate is
ESPN
quite
is showing his so played only one T20 game. Uh, so maybe he's played some club level cricket or something, but maybe not a great
exactly.
deal even in the domestic arena.
Not much. The sample size space is quite less. I mean,
Yeah, so that's a challenge. Maybe sometimes when you pick up these players, how do they acclimatize to the pressures of IPL, the demands of IPL? That's a challenge. But I think Yeah, so that's why I said that's one position where SRH fumbled a bit. They can play Vian Mulder, but that means they can't play Zampa. But if they play Aniket Verma, then they have the luxury of playing Pat Cummins at 8, Harshal at 9. Harshal also has got good batting ability. Then they've got Shami at 10, which is quite good. Shami can even slog a few. Even Rahul Chahar can bat at number 11. And then they've got Adam Zampa to come as the impact sub.
I have done something. Exactly.
Yeah, again with Zampa and Chahar. So will they play two leg spinners, but they don't have any other option? If they play only one leggy, if they play Vian Mulder, then they have to play maybe someone like Simarjit Singh as an extra pacer, and they have to get the remaining spin overs from Abhishek and Head.
I mean,
That's the
that
confusion
can also
because you
happen.
need
I
at
mean,
least
Head and
one proper
Abhishek
spinner.
can.
No,
Yeah,
they
so I
can,
think they
but
will
at
play
least you need one
Rahul
proper
Chahar and
spinner.
Adam Zampa. That's where I thought they could have picked Sundar back, or maybe someone like Krunal in place of Chahar and picked Adam Zampa because they needed a different variety of spinner. But anyways, I think they wanted to play with two leggies only, so that's it. And I think so that's the team. Yeah. So
Yeah.
I didn't ask this on KKR also. I'm asking you guys. So KKR, where do you guys see finishing this year?
Uh, okay, I will go first on this. Again, with KKR, the thing is, even
I
last
mean,
year,
just
I had
top
it
four or out of top four. Say like
out of
this.
the foot.
Okay, Ritam.
I think they will qualify for the playoffs.
I also
Abhishek.
think they will qualify for the playoffs.
Yeah. So
Cricket is
now,
an unpredictable game.
I think
That's the
KKR and
beauty of
SR,
it.
if you're talking about SR, it's my perspective is both of them will qualify.
SRH, you
SRH
too,
should
Ashish
qualify.
and
I mean,
Ritam.
SRH, yes, भाई फाइनल खेलेगा वो मतलब
SRH is one of the top contenders, I think, without a doubt.
they had some problems last year. They have filled their problems, and they haven't let go any of their assets. See, the thing is, other teams have let go their assets. KKR has let go their asset. SRH hasn't let
exactly.
they haven't let gone of their assets. Plus, they have brought in more assets, and they have let go all their
And
liabilities.
also one thing we need to see that Abhishek Sharma played last year. He was
I think
he was
Abhishek's voice is
undeclared,
gone
but
out.
now with the international
Abhishek's
confidence,
voice is not
he
audible.
will be surely ready to
मतलब ही
compete
सेइंग
in
कि
this
लास्ट ईयर
this
जो
season.
खेला वो तो खेला, इस साल उसके पास इंटरनेशनल एक्सपीरियंस भी है.
Yeah,
Exactly.
and same with Nitish Reddy also. Now he's come back with the experience of playing those pacers in Australia. He's played a few
But
T20s also.
इससे क्या होता है ना, there's another side to this. When you become more famous,
Yeah,
you
second season
have been
blues is something which quite a few players endure.
मतलब वो वाला सीन होता है. But the thing with Abhishek Sharma is has been that he has been in the circuit for very long. Like for someone like JFM, you can say this thing because he just came in and he blew off at a very young age. But Abhishek Sharma has been there while his other batchmates, Prithvi Shaw, Suman Gill, reached heights.
Exactly.
Suman Gill is
Exactly.
still there. Prithvi Shaw went up and came down. Like his batchmates have ruined their career. He has struggled for that period. Now he's starting to shine. So it is not a one night success for overnight success for someone like Abhishek Sharma. He has spent in the game. Even I remember he debuted for Delhi Capitals, and the first
Yeah,
game
yeah.
he played, he showed
It
talent
was
in that.
against RCB.
He showed talent in that. So he always had that talent. He always had that ability. It was just not coming up. Now he has the potential. He has cooked it more. He is a fine product now, and I believe that whatever challenges come in his way, he will ensure that he goes. He will surpass them, and this is the reason why I again and again feel that no matter what happens, it's high time that we give Abhishek Sharma and Yashasvi Jaiswal more time in the blue jersey. The thing is, we gave enough time to Rohit Sharma and Virat Kohli in the blue jersey when they were young. We are not giving it to Yashasvi and Abhishek Sharma, and we are ruining their golden years. This is the time when we can prepare them at the international level so that when the time comes, they are ready and prepared. So this is something that I always feel not happening in the correct direction, mostly because of the top positions are
I mean, in 20 they are retired, so they are going to
yeah,
fill the spots in
in
2020.
T20. T20
I
they
guess.
are doing, but in ODI that's not happening. And in ODI cricket, the problem is not enough ODI cricket is also happening. in the calendar year. So
Because
that's a block of
ODI cricket is going to be a
die.
dying
Matlab.
format.
Yeah, but
Yeah. So,
People are not
and
playing
again,
cricket
Abhishek Sharma
anymore.
was another of those guys from the 2018 batch, and one of the most famous under 19 batches, to be honest. So, anyways, I mean, that's it for SRH. So, moving to the next team, and it's the team that came hard last year. So, the team that just missed out on going to the final, Rajasthan Royals. And I mean, when I say Royals, this team has perennially done the same thing year and year again since their inception when they won that title in the first year ever, 2008, and then they've started magnificently every time. Last year, I think first half they lost only one game, if I'm not wrong, and then all of a sudden they got into a rut, lost 5 or 6 games on the trot, and at one point it looked like they might even struggle to qualify. But somehow they managed to get in, beat RCB, but then again lost to SRH, and they totally lost momentum, ran out of momentum by the end of the tournament. So Rajasthan, I mean, they have also changed. I think Rahul Dravid has now joined them. They've changed their support staff. Kumar Sanakara is now the director or something, if I'm not wrong. So, your views of Rajasthan, I would like to go to Ritam.
Yes, I think they
Nice.
have a good team. Uh, I mean, Jaiswal is there, who is quite a good talent, and there are quite a few options. So we must look at the probable 11. Just if you say the probable 11, then I'll be able to quite say that what are the strength and
Yes, thanks a
weakness
lot,
lies. Like,
Sara. Yeah, so I mean, Rajasthan, I would first ask you, they let go of their two of their biggest superstars. I mean, Bolt
Butler,
was
I
so good
mean,
for them in 3 seasons, and then Josh Butler, who's been one of their mainstays since 2018.
yes, it's quite strange. I mean, I know Butler couldn't perform as well in the last season as was expected from him, but still, I mean, players like Butler can perform any time. I mean, so I don't know why they let him go, uh, and whether it will hurt them or not can only be a subject of time, because time can only tell whether they are doing well without Butler or not. So, uh, uh, opening with Jaiswal, who will open with Jaiswal? Just
I think I
Samson.
think Sanju Samson. Okay, I think Sara is asking
uh,
who is. Yeah, so he's joined us, and maybe I'm hopeful that he will join us for a few more videos during the IPL. And yeah, I mean, if MI wins, he will surely be more happy and join with more enthusiasm. And I mean, anyways, one of me or him will be surely too happy by Sunday night. So, anyways, coming back to the Rajasthan analysis, I
right.
think Sanju will open because now Sanju has got
Sanju will
success
open.
opening in India. Also, he's got those
Exactly,
100.
exactly.
And so now, who
Because
comes at
earlier
number three?
Butler and
Yeah,
Jaiswal was opening, and Sanju was filling the first spot. Sorry, first down spot. So now Sanju and Jaiswal will be opening. So at one down we have
I think one down they will mostly like to play. Uh, Maybe Dhruv Judel or Rian Parak. They might look to promote one of these guys.
Rian Parak should be the first choice, because Parag had a quite a good season last year. I mean, and Rajasthan Royal will look for Parag's form really
And
well,
he's
because
and
if
yeah.
Parag
So by
performs
the way, he's also captaining that first game. I think against Lucknow. Lucknow, no, they're against GT. Okay, GT. I think he's captaining the first game.
exactly, he's captaining the first game. Also, Parag's form
Mhm.
will be deciding factor how well Rajasthan Royal performs this year. So Parag is a very important player for them. Then should come Dhruv Jurel. Uh, Dhruv Jurel also, I
No,
can
number
remember,
four they will have Nitish Rana. They have got Nitish Rana.
they have got Nitish Rana. Exactly. They have got Nitish Rana. Uh, Nitish Rana, as we all know, plays spin quite well. So Nitish Rana can be a
Okay,
good
he will
spin.
captain 3 games. So Sanju, I think as far as I got the news, Sanju will be batting, but he will be playing as an impact sub.
Bhai, but who will be the captain?
Riyan Parag.
Riyan Parag.
Riyan Parag is captain of
Yeah,
National World.
first three games he will be captain.
और फिर उसके बाद
उसके बाद Sanju will be captaining. So this was
तो
during I think 2023. RCB also did this when Fab was injured for a couple of games and he
अच्छा
was
अच्छा अच्छा
batting.
अच्छा अच्छा
But
makes sense now it makes sense, yeah.
yeah, so yeah, Nitish and then five Dhruv Jurel. So six it will be Shimran Hetmar. Now again Shimran Hetmar is someone who hasn't played a lot at the international circuit recently. I mean I think West Indies dropped him and
Yeah,
uh, yeah
एक
Ashish I think
can you repeat Sanju Jaiswal, then
Sanju
Then
Yashasvi
Parag,
टीम
Parag,
में रियान पराग नीतीश राणा
ना
ध्रुव जुड़ेल
चार,
Nitish
शिमरन
Rana.
ठीक है ठीक है ठीक है, sounds good.
so Shimran Hetmar
But
is
Hetman is
someone
a
who has
good hitter of the ball.
yeah I
Uh,
think the only
of
reason why
course,
they retained Hetmar was because of the lack of finishers in the market uh,
And
I
he
mean
he
there were
he did the enough job last year, मतलब जो थोड़ा बहुत बॉल उसको मिला है उसमें वो रन बना दिया है. So and the thing with Hetman is he is also kind of Prithvi Shaw. He has that issues with his that thing.
fitness and all
Fitness is one thing definitely. The
discipline
other thing is discipline. Yeah, he has some like I remember his stories when yeah the story was why West Indies actually dropped him. They wanted him on the tour for the T20 World Cup. He missed the flight.
yeah
West Indies
I think
scheduled another flight. He missed that flight again. And then West Indies was like, okay, we are done with you. Thank you very much. So they
yeah,
have
so
problems
Shimran
with
Hetman
Simran
again,
Hetman.
I think I remember him back in 2018 when he first came to India. He scored 100 in the ODI series. Then RCB picked him up. Then after that, I think he went to Delhi. He played there for 2 years, and then he
yes.
moved to Rajasthan.
Uh,
But yeah, Shimran Hetman is gonna be a critical, vital cog in that lineup because he's got that finishing talent. And then again, this is a side which might struggle a bit with the finishing because number seven, who will be the guy? I think Shubham Dubey has to be the guy to increase the batting depth. And one of Rajasthan's issues over the last 3 years, if we see, has been the lack of balance. They didn't have that sixth bowling option. Sometimes they didn't have enough batting depth. What they used to do was just slot Ashwin into that middle order to sort of just stretch that batting somehow. But
and
now,
Ashwin failed it. I mean, that batting order thing, Ashwin couldn't do as much as he should have. Also, that is not his fault. I mean, you cannot expect Ashwin to hit sixes in T20 cricket. I mean, he's a decent batter in Test cricket, but in
Yeah, and
T20 cricket, I don't.
exactly. And he is good enough that if you have a batter or if you are you just need some runs in the last few overs, then he can be there and he can rotate the strike and he can ensure
Exactly.
that
sorry,
if
RR fans, but I
you
see
know,
your team in bottom two.
he's very useful. Like when he used to play for Delhi Capitals, I remember on slow
Hmm,
wickets, on low scoring games, he used to be very critical. The top order used to
exactly.
fail, and then he used to build that partnership with Akshar Patel and take Delhi Capitals home. Where you need just run a ball or something like that, that odd boundary does the trick, and just staying there is the job. Ashwin does that job. So having a batter at the lower order definitely helps. But then if you are expecting Ashwin to be that power hitter for you, then you have to
No,
question
no.
not Ashwin but your top order batters.
Yeah, so I think seven Shubham Dubey. So maybe the finishing is one place where they might struggle a bit. Uh, if Shimran Hetmar also doesn't click enough, then eight it will be one into Hasaranga again. Hasaranga, his current fitness or his current form will be a question. And then I think that's number eight. So 9, 10, 11, and that impact sub will be Jofra,
Jofra Archer.
Rishabh Deshpande,
Now,
Manish
also, Archer
Saxena.
is a good bowler. We all know, but I don't really know how much effective Jofra Archer will be in this format of game. Because when MI bought him uh, a couple of years ago, so a lot of expectations were there from Jofra Archer. But to
See,
be
I
very
mean, the
honest,
last time
he did
Archer
not.
played in RR, I think it was in 2020, if I'm not wrong. I think 2021 he missed, right? Or was he there?
Jofra
I
Archer,
think 20,
I couldn't get you, sir.
I think 2021 he wasn't there if I'm not wrong. Just let me have a check. Jofra Archer IPL profile. Yeah, I think correct. It's not showing 2021. I think he wasn't there. So yeah, I mean, anyways, the form which he showed in 2020. Yeah, no Jofra. Yeah, Jofra was injured. I remember in 2021. So 20. I mean, when he last played in RR, it was in 2020, and he got the man of the tournament award in that year, most valuable player. So every time he came on to bowl, it was like he would sneak out a wicket. And now when he's
Exactly.
coming back here after
He,
5 years,
he will leak out the runs.
yeah. So I mean, Jofra, I still think he has got a bit of ability with the new ball, but he's lost his dead bowling skills entirely. To be honest.
Yes, exactly. And I mean, Jofra also went through many injuries and all that, so it's very hard for a first bowler to keep in track with all these things. Uh,
Yeah. So I mean,
I
and
think sorry, Tikshana is there, I guess, in their squad.
yeah. So after Hasaranga, it will be yeah bloodline. So yeah, man, you're back. So we are discussing about IPL and Ritam. I think I mean he's joined us new. So we have already discussed about KKR SRH, but your favorite team is left still. So I remember we will do it. It will come next. So anyways, uh, after Hasaranga 8, 9 will be Archer. 10 will be I think Thikshana. Then 11 will be Tushar Deshpande, and who is the other Indian pacer? I'm just forgetting. Okay, Sandeep Sharma. They have Sandeep Sharma.
Sandeep Sharma.
Now, if they don't, they one thing they can do is play an extra overseas pacer in Fazal Faruqi, but then they need to drop Thikshana and play Kumar Kartikeya, who was in Mumbai.
Exactly. I think Kumar Kartikeya, I don't know how effective it will be. Uh,
Also, I think that Jaipur pitch supports a bit of spin. It's a big ground with large square boundaries. So even last
exactly.
3 years, they had that strong spin core in Ashwin and Chahal, and they would want to replicate it
Ashwin
with
and Chahal.
Hasaranga and Thikshana. Now, Jofra also another thing with Jofra is will he play 14 games? And most of these English players we have seen them prior. I mean, just missing the IPL anytime.
Exactly, exactly. That is a concern. Uh,
Okay, so I mean that's it for Rajasthan. So where do you guys see them finishing?
Not
I
qualifying.
don't see much prospect from Rajasthan this year, to be very honest. I don't
See,
see them
even,
in
even yeah,
first
exactly.
group.
The last year they won a lot of games. Butler won, brought 4 6 points to them single-handedly. The game against KKR, it was Butler's 2 point. You let go someone like Butler, you retain someone like
Exactly.
Parag and Jurel for 14, 14, 28 years. You do a mistake. Simple as that.
See,
Thank you very
retaining
much.
Jurel, I mean, I don't underestimate Jurel, but retaining him for 14 crores, I think you could have got him for less in the market and you could have easily retained Butler in that place. Or even someone like Trent Bolt, because we have seen Trent Bolt changing games in the power play single handedly. So, Bloodline is saying number 10 or 9. I mean, to be honest, RR has some issues in the team, to be honest. Now it's up to how Rahul Dravid uses those resources. And if someone has an excellent season, you never know. But
End of the
to be
day, in
honest, it still
cricket,
doesn't look.
everything boils down to one fact: individual performance. So, if they somehow perform well, they can. Because I can still remember when in 2022 GT
Yeah, Gujarat.
came to the picture. I mean, everybody said that Gujarat Titans is a bad team
Won't
on
qualify.
paper, so they cannot do anything. But actually, as a matter of fact, they won the trophy.
Yeah,
And
so I
Because
next year they
remember
were
I,
the
I was
finalists.
seeing one preview in ESPN and they were saying that they couldn't even frame that 11 correctly. And that was
Yeah.
also a year when the impact rule was still not introduced. So they were playing with 11 players.
Well,
But
well,
then
well,
Gujarat.
Rashid Khan is doing the batting
Punjab
for you.
Kings quite well that year, but Punjab couldn't do much. Uh, well,
Yeah, and every time people used to think that okay, Gujarat got saved this time, but they will get exposed next game. They have these flaws, but this next day never came, and they ended up winning that trophy. And also, they won that final pretty one-sided, to be honest.
One-sided, exactly. Butler was in red hot from in that year. I mean, people were
Yeah,
thinking
actually,
that he
I
will
still I
break the
think he
record
sort
of
of faded out in that second half. Else he could have maybe broken the 1,000 run barrier because he scored only 150 or something in the next 7 games of the league stage.
exactly, exactly.
So yeah, Rajasthan, to be honest, not a very promising side on paper, but you never know. Things can happen on the field. So now coming to Bloodline's favorite team and maybe favorite team of quite a few individuals, has a great fan base across India, and is the team that finished fourth last year, lost in the eliminator. So Royal Challengers Bangalore, a team. I mean, that has a lot of fans. Fans hope every year, have been dejected year after year, but again they will hope. And I mean, as the promotions also said this time, can number 18 finally bring the trophy to number 18? So your views on it, Ashish? I would first go to you.
What's the question?
I mean,
So,
yeah, I'm just asking about RCB. So what's your
oh,
view on
okay.
RCB?
They are again. I feel a borderline team. I feel the top is very explosive with Phil Salt in there.
Again, I think RCB made one mistake in getting Phil Salt, because when with Virat, you need someone who can smash spin brutally, not
Now,
someone who can
I
smash
have,
love space.
yes, yes. I think I have something to say about RCB because I have studied
Yeah,
the team quite well
yeah,
this
surely
year.
go on, go ahead.
So, see, they did a good job in bringing Salt into the picture, but you have to remember that both Salt and Kohli are elite pace hitters.
Okay.
So I think they will take on the pace. But now coming to the spin hitters, uh, now one thing is, so the team will be like that. Salt and Kohli will open. Now people are saying that Devdutt Padikkal should bat at three. If he doesn't, their batting depth might get exposed. So I don't really think how uh, well Devdutt Padikkal would perform in the
Yeah,
matches because
also again, Devdutt
I
Padikkal will feel that he's again got stuck at number three. So this was the reason he couldn't prosper at RR, and now coming to back to his original team, he's again got stuck at number three.
but anything, whatever the reasons may be, but Devdutt Padikkal has to play well. Now, the X factor for RCB is going to be Rajat Patidar. We all know that Patidar is an excellent spin hitter. I mean, he's a class player with bashing spin all over the ground. So, but here is a problem. Patidar has become a captain now, and so extreme level of pressure will be there on Patidar because he has to captain the side and he has to take on spin. All these things, I don't know if these things go against him and he doesn't perform well. I think RCB is going to fail a lot of games. So Patidar will be there, and then they have Liam Livingstone in the squad. Liam Livingstone will perhaps play. Now, the problem with both Salt and Livingstone is that they are not in their good form. I mean,
Okay, so Bloodline is saying, I don't think Dave is playing. They will play Manoj Bhandage down the order.
uh, can't say they have
Yeah, I think I have
two
heard of
options.
Manoj Bhandage. He was there previously also with RCB, I think, if I'm not wrong. But yeah, he's got some good hitting skills. But yeah,
People are saying
so
about
he
Jacob Bethel and Swastik Chikara also. Bethel can be a good option for spin also because see the most brain-fed moment for RCB is that they didn't buy any good
left-hander.
spinner. I mean, the spin attack is not there very much. They have
Yeah,
bought
also they
almost
need one
four.
left-hander in that lineup, I think, because they've got mostly right-handers, and they might get troubled with teams exploding them with.
Yes, the only good
Uh,
left-hander they are left with is, I guess, Krunal Pandya. Pandya will spin the ball for them, but I don't know whether Of course, I expect some uh, amount of runs and both a good bowling spell from
Yeah,
Konal
Swastik
Pandey.
Chikara also, I think he was with Delhi this time. I think Delhi just missed out because of some miscommunication or something during the auction. But I think if Ashish can say something about his, if he is aware of his profile or something.
Yeah, so Swastik Chikara came into the picture just like that guy, Samir Rizvi, and that left-hander, uh, Shivam Dubey, or I don't remember the names. So a few
Shubham
people
Dubey.
just popped them, yeah, popped up in the scene from the UPT20. Chikara was one of those guys. He was picked by Delhi Capitals last season itself. He was in the squad. He is known for his top order batting. He's a pretty good top order batter. Plays as an opener. He strikes the ball well. Even recently, he was playing a tournament where he scored some very big runs in very less number of balls, and most of the runs scored was in boundaries. I don't remember the exact score figure, but yeah, it was a big score and mostly dealt in boundaries. So, so yeah, that's the case. Now, during the auction, because of some miscommunication, the Par Jindal had the paddle up, and still the auctioneer sent Chikara to RCB. So, and they still said that, oh, it's done, it's done. But so that's the thing. If Chikara would have been in DC, that he could have got, if JFN failed and someone with FAP, and Porel is a little slow, like he doesn't have that power hitting ability. We could have sent
Uh,
Chikara to in the top order and asked them
Yeah,
to score.
so
exactly
RCB
what
can play
Bloodline is
Chikara
saying.
or Bhandake, but again,
Bloodline is saying
uh,
that that
yeah,
yes, I
Bloodline.
think in Chennai they don't need spinners. Of course, I mean that is the more philosophy that RCB went behind. Of course, they didn't pick up spinners because they are going to, I guess, use the pacers like that. They will expect some bounce in the pitch and all that. But see, uh, Josh Hazelwood, Bhuvaneshwar Kumar, Yas Dayal, and uh, who is that one guy name?
Uh, Bhubaneswar, Josh Hazelwood, Bhubaneswar Kumar, Rashik Salam is there. Rashik.
Rashik Salamdar. Yes. Now see, uh, Hazelwood will want to bowl in the bowl with the new ball. Bhuvaneshwar
I guess
Kumar will definitely bowl with the new ball. Now Yas Dayal will have to bowl with the new ball also. So I don't think so. It's a kind of clumsy squad. I don't know what they are going to do.
no, no, they are
Yeah.
yeah, exactly. They are very happy. They are just promoting that one thing, that number five pen, yeah, Liam Livingstone. That video from Kartik Senki, that let's spend less money on that opening slot. Let's buy Liam Livingstone. That video is just viral everywhere, and they are playing Liam Livingstone. That's a great thing. The best thing about RCB is they have prepared a squad based on pace bowling. Their batters are pace hitters, their bowlers are pace bowlers. If you take that squad to a spin condition, their batters can't play spin, they don't have a bowler who bowls spin.
Yeah, so there,
That's the
I mean,
reality.
who are their spinners? They have got Krunal, they have got Swapnil, and then I think Livingstone.
Livingstone, no one else, I guess. This,
Do they have any other spinners? Just
Livingston
let me
is
have a.
clueless with spinners, to be honest. But
let me see once again.
Okay, and Bethel, so they have to get spin
I'm
out of these
checking.
guys only. Okay, they have got Jitesh Sharma in the middle order. I think he's someone who
Now you cannot
plays.
play both Bethel and Hitesh Sharma is there.
Yeah,
Team
Jitesh is
David
there.
also is there. Oh, we missed
Yeah,
Team
I mean Team David. I
Jitesh and
think
Team
they
David both are.
if you want a left-handed batter in the middle and some spin out of him, then Bethel. If you want more power, but again, David, I
Team
think
David can be a good
he's also struggled
finisher.
in the IPL. Yeah, he had a very good BBL, but in the IPL he struggled. Mohit Rathi, leg spinner. Suyash, yeah, they have got Suyash. So that's the thing. I mean, you are playing, say, in Chepauk, a track that's offering a lot of spin. Who are your spinners? Suyash, Krunal, Swapnil. Then you are bowling Livingstone. You are bowling Jacob Bethel. So it's not the number of spinners, but it's the quality which you need on these tracks.
Exactly. They are not frontline spinners. They are kind of, as they say, uh, what is the word? I'm just forget. Part-time
I, th- I
spinners
think
kind of.
I think last year also they sort of built their squad around the Pacers and they didn't have enough spinners. They just used
Exactly. They
Swapnil
didn't.
and Maxwell.
Exactly. They didn't actually rectify the mistakes they had done in past. That's the
Yeah, so
problem.
RCB squad mostly then it stands like Phil, Salt, Virat at number three. Devdut. I'm keeping Devdut at number three as of now. Then at number four it will be Lam Livingston. Five
Patidar,
Jitesh Sharma. Five Jitesh. Yeah, three Patid. Okay, sorry. Number four Patidar. Five Livingston. Six Jitesh. And then at seven Jacob Bethel or Tim David. Jacob
and
Bethel,
then
if he plays, he
Kumar
will play a
Pandya.
bit early, maybe. Then number eight can be Krunal. I think Krunal it will be Krunal. Swapnil may miss out here. Nine will be Rasik. 10 will be Bhuvi.
Movie.
11 Hazelwood
11
and
will be Hazelwood. And
Impact Sub.
Yazda
Yes,
or
then.
maybe the Impact Sub.
Yeah. So
Exactly.
mostly this team.
So they
Now,
in
if they
batting
don't
they
play
have
Devdutt,
options.
now they don't play Devdutt, everyone goes up one up, and in the end, Manoj Bhandage or that guy Swatik Chikara comes in. But yeah, I think on flat surfaces, this team still has that batting and firepower. But maybe on a bit slowish track, they might struggle. Mostly
Exactly.
RCB now.
So I won't
So
rule out RCB completely, but I think
Yeah.
they have to rely on individual performances a lot.
so
Like
top four,
they
yes or no?
have to click.
Border if they qualify at number four or end up at 5 6 4 5 6 something somewhere there.
Ritom.
Exactly. This is what my point is. They may qualify, but not. I mean, I cannot be as sure as I was with SRH or KKR.
Yeah, and surely. I mean, so that's RCB. Now, uh, so we have done the top four. Now let's do a bit of random, maybe. And I'm coming to Ashish's team, Delhi.
You.
So
I even had to go for my dinner, so I was waiting for that. Yeah. So yeah, for daily capital. So how we are gonna start? Like, what's the exact question? Like strengths or
So Delhi, I mean, what's your view over the team? I mean, what's your expectations?
okay. So if I just talk about what the people who went to the auction table did, they did a pretty fine job. Creating a team in mega auction when you don't have much resources from your previous squad uh, and your best player wants to move out from your squad. It's not easy. Not being able to get Rishabh Pant was always a trouble. But if I be honest, yes, Rishabh Pant has been the most successful player for Delhi franchise ever. But if he doesn't want to stay, then keeping him there with force was never going to be an option. Both the captains of DC in the past, Shreyas and Pant, have moved out. So so is it a problem with the management itself? I don't have the answers for that. But if I just have to look on this team, they have done a pretty fine job in getting the team. And this team got actually from the Star Sports expert across the languages, the average score for this team was the highest after the auction. And thankfully, Mitchell Stark has taken a flight, came to the India and joined the dressing room, joined the camp. So that worry is gone. Yeah, the Harry Brook is not there. I was little afraid with Harry Brook even coming because Harry Brook, the brand he brings, he was gonna get a playing 11 slot directly, but his performance might not have match that. So I was a bit worried. So who is going to be his replacement is going to be the interesting thing. I am hearing news that Sanaka is going to be that one. And with Sanaka, I'm not happy because I'm not happy with Sanaka in the IPL standards. Gurbaz would have been not Gurbaz, that Naib. Gulbaddin Naib could have been a better option, or Bravis could have been a better option. But I don't know. Uh, but yeah, it's going to be interesting. Again, the top order is the thing. Like, where are you going to play
Yeah, so
Kerala?
mostly if we have a look at DC's playing 11, what's gonna be it?
Yeah.
It's gonna be
So
JFM and FAF, I think, opening the innings.
Yeah, mostly this is what is it is looking. JFN and Faf at the top. Then someone like Podel or Karun Nair at number three. Okay. Then KL Rahul at number four. Aksar at five. Stubbs at six. Asutosh at seven. Then at number eight, when they are batting, probably they are gonna find a way to play Samir Rizvi in the mix. Okay, they
Yeah,
are
they can play Samir because they are getting bowling from Akshar in their top seven,
yeah.
uh,
Some
and
like
also Stubbs.
Stubbs can bowl, yeah. So they can play Samir, who becomes their eighth batter. He will not bat at eight. He will come depending upon the situation somewhere in the top, and the batting will shuffle
And
accordingly.
then who are the last four? Mitch Stark,
Uh, Mitch
uh,
Stark. I'm gonna take the Mitch Stark.
Mitch
And
Stark, Natarajan,
Mukesh. These are the four bowlers.
Mitch Stark,
Uh,
Natarajan, Mukesh,
and Kuldeep.
and Kuldeep. Yeah, Kuldeep is there.
So
So they are
this
getting
is
four and
yeah,
Akshar
yeah,
and yeah, Stubbs
yeah.
is there.
Even
Six.
even 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 Asutosh Sharma can bowl. Okay. Even bowl.
Yeah, so
If
to be honest, that looks a pretty good team on paper. They've got batting till eight,
Exactly.
even. And then they have got some good bowlers. Stark will bowl with the new ball. Natarajan can bowl in the middle and the death. Mukesh has done good with DC over the last 2 years. Kuldeep and Akshar are probably two of the best spinners in the Indian circuit. So they have got the bases covered, I would say. It also boils down to how KL Rahul would play. So I would like to ask
yeah,
Ritam
yeah,
about KL's new role if he plays in the middle order.
Of course, the role that KL Rahul is going to play is quite will be quite different because as we have seen over the years, KL Rahul was known for being an opener, but now he is coming in the middle order. But of course, he has experience in playing middle order for the national team. So I think his role will be to attack, but at the same time, I mean, I don't know whether he will anchor or not. But to be very honest, I am seeing him in a role of
attack.
attacking the.
I
Uh,
was looking at one of the videos from Mike Hessen. It was mentioned that since 2019 or 2020, KL in the power play, the strike rate of KL in the power play has been 116.8. Okay, so in the power play, you cannot bat at a strike rate of 116.8 if
mhm.
it's not ODI cricket. Okay, so that's a very poor strike rate. So but his eventual strike rate is 130 plus 135, 140 somewhere like that. Uh, but so he scores majority of the runs after the power play has ended, like the quick runs. So so going by that logic, and even the logic that for India, he has played in the middle order, matlab, playing him in the middle order wouldn't be a bad idea. But yeah, but I would have liked him open the innings and take the most of the balls and make the most of the power play, like literally make most of the power play. So but it is the choice of the management, to be honest. And yeah, and they have Mohit Sharma as well, who can, if they
Okay, Mohit is
go
also there.
if they wanna go short on one batter, they can have Mitchell Stark bat at 8 and Kuldeep bat at 9.
Yeah,
Kuldeep
like
is
if
a
they
flying
bat
9
fast,
batter.
they don't need that extra batter. They can easily get
Yeah,
Mohit
yeah,
Sharma
yeah. If they,
to
yeah,
bowl at the
exactly.
death.
If they don't need the extra batter, they can just bring in Mohit Sharma and have an extra option. Mohit Sharma, Natarajan at the depth overs, Mitchell Stark in the man, Mukesh in the middle and the starting part. The one drawback that I personally see is, apart from Mitchell Stark has the ability of making the best of the new ball. He, even for Australia, he makes the most of the new ball. He even has the ability to bowl in the death as well, but he can make the most of the new ball. Apart from Mitchell Stark, the other bowlers, like even Mukesh, can use some of the new ball, because making use of the new ball is more of a test bowling skill set. That is, if you are a good test bowler, you can make most of the new ball. So Mukesh can use his test bowling skill set to try to make more of the new ball. But in that making the best out of the new ball part, uh, they might lack. Like someone like, if I take the example of someone like Mumbai Indians, where they have Bumrah, Deepak, Bolt is also with MI, if I'm not wrong, right?
Bolt is
Chris
there,
Bolt.
but I think Bumrah will miss out some games due to injury.
Yeah, even if
It's a
I
probability that he may miss the whole tournament.
yeah, yeah. Even if
But
he's
it's
not
scary
playing,
thing for
even if his Bumrah is not there, with the new ball, Deepak and Bowl together,
ha,
like they can take 5 wickets in the power play if the conditions are supportive. Okay, to be honest, they can do that. So something, so that kind of edge that MI has in the power play, that kind of edge these guys doesn't have, like DC doesn't have, like someone who can rattle the batting completely with the new ball. So that is something. Injury backups are not there. If any one of these three pacers gets injured, we are done. Okay, no. Okay, so we can even use for one of, even if Mukesh is not there, we can directly replace with him Mohit Sharma. But if Natarajan and Mitchell Stark goes, who are very injury prone, then we are done. We don't have options. The other thing is, uh, now the potentials, there are certain players who may come out as potentials for Delhi Capitals. Abhishek Porel, Karun Nair, these two players have a lot on their shoulder to bring their career into the limelight. So there's a lot for them. There's a lot of opportunity for KL Rahul as well. But some youngsters, there are a few youngsters like Manvan Kumar is there, the one from Karnataka. And I was reading somewhere that uh, just he can be the our NKR find. But NKR has been groomed for quite some time by SRH before his results are coming. So Manvan Kumar directly coming into the squad and performing is something I'm not expecting, but he can also be a good star. And yeah, that's pretty much it. And there are a few other domestic, not very famous players, but there are a few domestic players. There's also a domestic fast bowler. I'm not able to recall his name. So yeah, the first 11, 12 looked good, and that's it. Like
Yeah, so
and
I mean,
if you
Ashish
ask
has talked
me,
a lot about DC, and he knows a lot. Also, he's followed this team from 2008. So, I mean, what's your hope from DC? 4 out of 4.
uh, they might end up in top four. Like they have the potential. Now it again comes down to
right.
the performance, but potential wise, on paper, yes.
On paper, DC has the ability to play the playoffs.
But again, it will come down to individual performances, as
Sure,
that's the
yes.
matter of fact.
That's what. I mean, at the end of the day, this is only matters. This is
Yeah.
only the thing.
Yeah, so now DC is done. Let's move to another of those franchises. I think two of those franchises are left who are still left to lay their hands on the silverware. So another is Project Punter, Punjab, a team who has again who likes to change their squad, revamp their squad almost every other year, and this time there's no difference. They have changed their captain. They've paid huge bucks over a couple of players. They've changed their coach, their support staff, everything. And Shreyas
Yeah.
is in charge. So Shreyas and Ponting have joined hands again after 2020. After 2020, yeah. And
So
so
yeah,
Punjab,
this
your
is
views on the
I
team.
yeah, I will have to drop, but this is the last team I'm going to talk about. Punjab.
I will also have to drop for my dinner. I have not taken my
Yeah, yeah.
dinner last.
So I guess
Uh,
with Punjab we will
we
be
may
done
connect
with
later.
6 teams now.
Uh,
So that's pretty much for today. Maybe we can take the other 4 teams next day, or even we can take the other 5 teams next day. Like, what's your call, Saptarshi?
so next day, I mean, then we have to do it tomorrow morning only, basically, I think.
Okay, in that case, just take a break for a few minutes. Then, like 2 minutes, I'll be back in 2 minutes. Okay, let's
Okay,
quickly.
so I think, yeah, we
After some
can
time,
have a
I
break.
mean, 2 minutes will wait. After 10 to 15 minutes, I'll be also
Okay,
back.
so
So let's
after
take a break.
Punjab, I think there will be 4 more teams left, right? So let's have a break of 10-15 minutes and then we
Uh,
can rejoin it. Or we can have the break now also. Uh,
Now also, so we will discuss about the 5 tips after that.
okay, so
So
I think
this-
we can have a break now and Let's join after 15 minutes.
Sure, sure.
Yeah, so you guys can shoot in some questions if you have. Meanwhile, we'll try to cover up all the teams today. If not possible, then tomorrow.
Hey, let's.
Yeah, so we have to wait a while, but yeah, so we will try to quickly wrap up the remaining five. So let's start with Punjab.
Yeah,
Uh,
so let's keep it crisp and short from now. Okay.
yeah,
So apart from a few big teams like Mumbai Indians, obviously.
yeah. So I've kept
So
the two big teams for the last. Let's give them time and let's cut short over the other three.
yeah, so Punjab Kings basically had a is known to have those average kind of performances. The only difference that I see between Punjab and Delhi Capitals is Delhi Capitals has at least tried to improve, which I haven't seen with Punjab of lately. They have always been known to get big players at big money, but not getting the results out of them. This year, they have got the crazy duo of Ponting and Iyer. They failed to lift the trophy for Delhi Capitals, but whatever they achieve for Delhi Capitals, I'm not gonna call them failure. Matlab, they might not have won the trophy, but they were a pretty success and pretty great hit for Delhi Capitals. So
Yeah. So what's gonna be the Punjab 11 like? See, I think they can open with Prab Simran and Priyan Sharia.
yeah,
Um,
so they have two options. So exactly, Priyan Saria is there, and either they can open with Priyan Saria, and that sounds like pretty good team. Uh, because if they
and
open
if
with
that happens, then at three there's Shreyas, then Stoinis at four, five at Maxwell, five Maxwell, and six will be there
yes, sir,
Shashank Singh,
yes,
um, and
sorry, yeah, yeah, yeah.
seven will be. I think they have got Marco Janssen at seven. Oh no, sorry, they have got Nehal Badhera whom they can play. So that makes their top seven. Then they have got Janssen at eight, Harpreet Brar at nine, Lockie Ferguson at 10, Arjdeep Singh at 11, and Yuzvendra Chahal as the impact sub. So, I mean, that's
Yeah.
a pretty good team, to be honest. They have enough batting, enough bowling options, enough everything. Only thing which looks light is whether Prabsimran and Priyan Sharia together can make a good opening combo. That's the only problem.
Yeah, yeah, and if that happens, definitely whatever you suggested, that is the case. If not, they have to either bring Josh English at the top, and that will make no, they are even going to play Rabada, not Rabada.
No, no,
That's
not Rabada. This is
Lockie
Omar Sai.
Ferguson. They said Lockie Ferguson.
Yeah, another thing which they can do is they can play
Omar
someone
Zai
like
is
Josh
ruled out.
Inglis
Omar Zai
in
is
place
ruled
of
out.
Priyansh.
Omar Zai is ruled out.
No, no, Omar Sai has come today.
Oh,
Another thing they can do is play English in place of Priyansh, and then you drop Loki and play an extra Indian pacer in the form of Kuldeep Sen or Yash Thakur. So
yeah,
that's another thing they can do.
that is the thing. That is the thing. But they are a pretty solid, pretty
Yeah,
dangerous.
to be honest, I really see them in top four this year.
Harpreet Barar is eight. Then Janssen at nine. So they have batters who
No,
can.
Jansen, no, I said Loki at nine, I think. No, I said nine at Harpreet only. Okay, okay. I said eight Jansen, nine Harpreet.
Yeah, yeah. So they have proper batters till nine, like people who can change the game.
Yeah,
Uh,
so we are just going short now. So we have done with Punjab, and I would just like
no,
to ask Ritam about Punjab's
potential top four.
Punjab.
Hello,
Where do you see them? Top
Okay,
four
so
out of
Punjab.
top four. Top four out of top four.
Uh,
I see them
I
in top
don't see
four
them in top four.
just because Punjab has that habit of doing things.
Uh, No, actually,
Yes.
I mean, see, with this year, every team has got some potential in them. So, of course, the team is not that bad, but to be very honest, the other teams on paper are looking better than Punjab. I mean, some other teams. So, for example, a team like KKR, SRH, or DC will anytime beat Punjab on paper. So that's why I think I will not pick them in top four.
Okay, so I think now let's do the two big teams, which maybe a few guys might be interested also, and then we will move on to LSG, GT, and I think which one else? Only LSG and GT after that, right? Yeah. So let's start with Mumbai Indians. So Mumbai Indians after 2020, they've sort of gone down a bit. That Mumbai Indians are the old. They didn't qualify in three of those seasons, and only once they qualified in 2023, but they failed against Gujarat in that qualifier too. But now they have made a lot of changes. Got back
Uh,
Bolt. They even got Allah Ghazanfar, but he got ruled out. So, what's your view of Mumbai? So, I would like to ask Pritam since he's also a very good fan of Mumbai Indians.
yes, exactly. See, the team is quite good. I mean, in the last year also, the team of Mumbai was pretty good. It was not bad. As I said, that there are a few other things going around, so that that might have caused some problem in the actual output of the team. But this year, if I see the probability of any internal clashes on all these things are almost zero. So for me, Rohit Sharma and Will Jacks will be opening. and then we have a very strong core batting lineup like Tilak Verma, Surya
See,
Kumar
I
Yadav,
would say
and
my 11 for MI, I would like to keep out Will Jacks just to fit that balance. I would like to say Rohit opening with Rickelton at number three, Sky, four, Tilak, five, I think that's Hardik. Then who is at
Hardik
six? I
Naman
think.
Dhir is there.
Okay, Naman Dheer, yeah, Naman Dheer six, and they can play Robin Mins, whom they paid some good money on at
Robin,
number seven. Robin Mins, the Jharkhand
exactly.
player, and then an eight they can play Sandner. Nine will be Deepak Chahar. 10 is uh, 10
Of
is
course,
okay.
Trent
So
Bolt is
Trent Bolt. I mean, if just when Jasprit Bumrah plays, he will be one of them. And who is that
is
other pacer? Do they have any other pacer? Okay, so they need to. Okay, then if they play, if they don't play Jacks, they can play Mujib also. They can play Mujib and Sandner as the two spinners. But if they
exactly,
play Jacks,
exactly.
then they have to play only Sandner.
Uh, they have a pacer in Rhys Topley, but I think Topley and Trent Bolt are kind of same kind of
Yeah, but
pacer. So,
when Bumrah's
uh,
not there, they might have to go with Topley. I think for those first three, four games, whatever Bumrah is missing.
but I
Mm.
think they might also go arrange the squad like that. I mean, they can play Mujib and Sarnar both. They can play.
See, in the first game, I think both of
Then
them are
they
playing Mujib and Sandner at Chepauk. And even Hardik is not playing that match, so they will have to make some good amount of changes.
and
But again, if
also
Bill Jacks plays, I
Wildex.
think the balance, that order gets disrupted a bit because Rickelton and Rohit are openers. So you play Jacks in the middle order, that just pushes down Hardik, Sky, Tilak, these guys.
Yeah, but the batting depth is there. I mean, the code will
Yeah,
still be
I mean,
strong.
the
I mean,
batting, to be honest, has enormous power and everything, and it bats down till. I mean, even Deepak Chair can bat, so 9-10 you can bat till. So
exactly.
yeah, it's a very good squad, to be honest. The bowling you have got Bolt and Bumrah,
But I
if both
think
are.
the X factor is always just with Bumrah. So if Bumrah isn't playing, then of course Mumbai Indians has to think a bit because we all know that Bumrah is always someone who can put an extra pressure on the opposition. So if Bumrah is not playing, then things might get worse for Mumbai Indians. But if Bumrah is playing, then this squad on paper is definitely worth
Yeah,
playing
definitely.
in the
Also, Deepak
playoffs.
Chair's fitness will be something to watch out for because he struggled with his. He couldn't replicate his old ability to swing the ball in the last few years. He
Mhm.
struggled with his hamstring issues and all at CSK. So, we can
But
he become that old Deepak Chair who could swing the ball both ways with the new ball?
also, the form of Deepak Chahar is also a question because uh, we he is not a very sure kind of player. I mean, you cannot guarantee that he will bowl very well or
Yeah, his
something
form
like
has
that.
declined quite a bit over the last 3 years, and that was one of the reasons why CSK let him go this time around. They tried for him in the auction, but
Right.
somehow they didn't feel he will be worth of that price or something. But whatever, I think this is a pretty good squad, and again, this is a squad which should go into top four. But then again, Jasprit Bumrah, if he misses out the entire season, and since he's an Indian bowler, so how do you shape up that team? That becomes a big
Exactly,
question, to be honest.
exactly.
You cannot replace someone like
That's a
Jasprit
quite
Bumrah.
good.
Yeah, so
If
where does
this is
Ashish see Mumbai?
a potential top four, uh, uh, but and when I said a potential finalist, I meant them having Bumrah. Uh, but India managed Champions Trophy because they were playing in Dubai, which was not very
Dubai.
pace heavy. But
Surely.
if the
Yes.
series would have been at any place where they dependent a lot on the pace attack, India would have struggled. So, but in IPL, you are gonna need pace
Yes,
attack as well.
definitely.
And I don't think their spin attack is something out of the box as well. Like so, obviously,
No,
this one.
Sandnal is there, so I think Sandnal is quite a good spinner. And also, I don't know whether they will be playing Mujib or not. Of course, in the Chepak, I guess Mujib has to play. So um, he's not a. I
Yeah,
mean, of
it is
course,
like
he
how
is
are
not.
you gonna? Yeah, if you play someone like Will Jacks at the top, then you can have three. people bowler, 3 bowlers or 2 bowlers.
Exactly. Exactly.
So yeah, that's from Mumbai Indians. Now let's move to CSK, but I don't want to move to CSK without Saptarshi.
So let's pick another team, GT or LSG kind of thing.
Let's pick up LSG. So LSG is let's keep it short. They bought Rishabh Pant for 27 CR.
Yeah, LSG
Rishabh
is
Pant,
another
of
team,
course.
to be honest, which I think has just focused on 2 to 3 players, and the rest of it was like Goenka went to the auction with the mentality that पंत खरीदना है, उसके बाद जो मिलेंगे उठा लेंगे.
But the one thing
Of
is they
course, I
got
think.
David Miller very cheaply. Like 7 crore में David Miller भाई बाकी टीम क्या कर रहे हो? भाई डेविड मिलर भाई किसी भी टीम को भाई को जरूरत होगा भाई किसको नहीं चाहिए डेविड
And
मिलर
there's another player which I will talk during GT, Glenn Phillips. 2 करोड़ में कैसे जाने दिया?
भाई 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 पागल भाई मतलब पागल हो जाता हूँ भाई मैं ये सब देख के भाई मतलब बायसनेस है ऑनेस्टली बताऊँ तो बायसनेस होता है और ग्लेन मतलब क्यों नहीं कोई ग्लेन फिलिप इसको लेना चाहता है
Also, one thing about LSG which I didn't get was why they didn't go for any foreign bowler. Okay, I'm not
भाई
telling
वो
you to go
समाज
for.
जोसेफ भी उनको ना गलती से मिला है दे मुंबई bought him for 75 lakhs LSG said we are gonna do RTM they said no biddings you keep it
Exactly.
हाँ,
If you
तो
see the LSG
this is how they
squad,
got
it's
Samar Joseph
almost there. The
they did
batter
also I think two of
batting
their
portion is
bowlers are
filled with
injured.
foreigners, and the bowlers are filled with
Also, I
Indian
think
bowlers.
two of
And
their bowlers are
exactly,
injured. They've
they
got
also are
Shivam
in the
Mavi and
NCL.
Shardul. And I mean, Mohsin has struggled with his fitness over the last few years. Avesh has struggled. Mayank तो एक मैच खेलता और injured हो जाता. And I mean, their bowling attack is entirely injury prone and
Injury prone.
inexperienced. So I mean, they're really relying everything on Miller,
On
Pant,
the
Puran,
batters.
or ऊपर Markram Marsh.
वो लोग ने तो ओपनर्स भी नहीं खरीदे हैं भाई बॉल उन्होंने बस वो 3 प्लेयर बना लिए हैं पूरन होगा मिलर होगा पंत होगा इन तीनों में से जो जिस दिन अच्छा खेल दिया मैच जिता देगा दैट इज अ फैक्ट
And then I think
बस
opening it will be Markram Marsh. If Marsh doesn't go well, then Bretsky. At number 6, they've got
I think,
Ayush
I think,
Badoni.
I think, I think somewhere I saw that Pant is also going to Pant may open, because if you see the last few seasons of Pant really didn't do much extraordinary playing in the
लोअर ऑर्डर
I
मिडिल
mean
ऑर्डर
middle overs. I mean
हाँ
you cannot, that T20 has
Yeah, they
evolved.
can
We
do it.
know Pant as a hitter, so Pant has to
Yeah,
play
just to
quickly.
utilize the fielding restrictions, they can do it. At 6, I think Badoni, 7, Shabazz. They have also got Abdul Samad, 8. And then, I mean, 9, 10, 11, 12.
Shahbaz
Bhai,
Ahmed,
कुछ भी
I
करके
think is
बढ़ा
there.
लो.
I
बट
think
शार्दुल
Shahbaz
आने से
Ahmed
उनके
is there,
बैटिंग
no?
को और थोड़ा डेप्थ मिलेगा शार्दुल देखो यार मेरे हिसाब से अगर किसी भी टीम में एक अच्छा एडिशन होता है अगर
Yeah,
तुम्हारे
Ashish
पास
has said this, I think, 100 times in our channel.
मतलब if you have 3 good bowlers in your team and you have batting till 6 sorted have Shardul Thakur मतलब as an additional player as a filler player he is great ठीक है
Yeah, see, I mean, to be honest, those last 4, I'm also not sure who are the guys who Shardul and Mavi replaced. So I think it was mostly Mohsin and Mayank, if I'm not wrong.
बता दी भाई मतलब ये टीम मैं तो नहीं देखा अगर ये टीम चला गया ना टॉप 4 में दिस इज गोइंग टू बी बिकॉज ऑफ पंट पूरन और मिलर भाई लेकिन द थिंग इज कि वी हैव सीन इट इन आईपीएल हंड्रेड्स ऑफ टाइम बस कुछ प्लेयर्स पे भरोसा करके कोई भी टीम बहुत दूर तक नहीं जाता है दिस इज अ फैक्ट दिस इज अ रियलिटी और सेम
And
डोमेन
to
के
be
प्लेयर्स
honest, I mean, they really need some. If they have to believe on individual contributions, it has to be of the I mean, probably one of the best seasons in लोगों को किसी को तो शायद 1000-1200 रन का सीजन होना चाहिए फिर
नहीं
मतलब कुछ होता है.
चलो बैटिंग मिडिल ओवर में समहाउ निकाल दिया ये लोग का बॉलिंग कौन
And
करेगा
but one thing is very good. Shahbaz Ahmed can play a good role because Shahbaz Ahmed is there. He is a
नहीं
good
नहीं
all-rounder. So
Okay, Bishnu is there in their spin attack. That's I
स्पिन
think he's a good bowler.
देखो उनका ना नंबर 3 4 मतलब पूरन पंत और क्या नाम है उसका मिलर
Miller.
शार्दुल शाबाज तो नीचे का बैटिंग सॉर्टेड है स्पिन बॉलिंग सॉर्टेड है ऊपर का बैटिंग फास्ट बॉलिंग नहीं है और द थिंग इज कि
Exactly,
ऐसा
and
नहीं कि अच्छा है
fast
बुरा
bowling
है,
will hurt
पूरा
them.
का पूरा डिपार्टमेंट ही उड़ा हुआ है भाई। मतलब ऐसा है कि यू आर बिल्डिंग अ कंपनी, यू हैव अ गुड फाइनेंस डिपार्टमेंट, यू डिडंट बाय अ प्रोडक्ट डिपार्टमेंट, यू डिडंट हैव एन एचआर डिपार्टमेंट, बस मतलब दो डिपार्टमेंट बना
Exactly.
लिया है, कंपनी खोल दिया है भाई, बाकी
Yeah,
दो
to be
डिपार्टमेंट।
honest, I just hope that maybe that there's no we don't get any scene on the TV with Goenka talking to Pant by the end of the season.
भाई भाई अगर ये होगा ना, आई विल बी वेरी हैप्पी, बहुत खुश होऊंगा, आई विल बी वेरी हैप्पी भाई, बहुत खुश होऊंगा मैं। देखो आई विल बी ऑनेस्ट, यहाँ पे ऋषभ पंत भाई देख, दिल्ली कैपिटल्स कभी जीता नहीं है, ऋषभ पंत के पास इतना मतलब हिम्मत होना चाहिए था भाई। देखो इफ यू आर द ग्रेट, इफ यू रियली वांट योर नेम इन द लीग्स ऑफ रोहित एंड धोनी वैसा वाले लीग में, तो भाई अपने फ्रेंचाइज को, अपने शहर को जिता दो ना भाई, जिता दो, बात खत्म करो। मतलब अब
Yeah,
तो
so I think LSD. To be honest, I don't see them in top four. And you too.
नो आई डोंट सी इट।
No, I don't see also.
Yeah.
Yes,
So
Dhoni
last two
cannot be a
teams.
bad.
I think another of those teams who came new in 2022, GT. And I
GT.
told I will talk about this. So they have got Glenn Phillips at 2 crore.
The Glenn Phillips,
Uh-huh.
they have got Butler. They are looking a good team. Malam, I will say they might be looking better on paper than the side that actually won the cup. They have Butler and Gill.
Yeah.
Gonna get a lot of runs from the top order.
Yeah, so Butler and Gill at the top of the order. Then at number three, I think there is
Sai
Sai
Sudarshan.
Sudarshan. Number four will be Mahipal Lomro. Number five, they can play Glenn Phillips. Number six, they can play Rahul Tewatia. Number seven,
Shah Rukh Khan is
uh,
also there.
okay, number six, Shahrukh Khan. Number seven, Rahul Tewatia. Number eight, Rashid Khan. Number nine, Washington Sundar. Then number 11, they can play Prasid or
Siraj,
Sai Kishore, depending on the
Rabada,
pitch. And then Rabada, Siraj. Yeah, that's it.
तो
and
भाई कितने
they
foreigners
have also that Siraj also is there. I can think they will play Siraj.
भाई
They
भाई
have
हमें
also
Rabada.
got Gerald Kedzi in the squad.
भाई
Oh,
foreigners
sorry,
कितने
Prashid
हुए हैं,
Krishna is there.
Yeah.
भाई
Prasid Krishna.
foreigners
And
कितने
if
हुए
they
हैं।
if Ben Phillips doesn't go well, they have got another beast hitter in Sharfen Rutherford.
हाँ ब्रो, लेकिन ये कितना हुआ ब्रो, मतलब फॉरेनर्स कितने हुए, एक ग्लेन फिलिप्स
Butler,
हो गया,
Rashid,
हो गया,
Rabada surely playing. Another Phillips or Rutherford. If they want extra pacer, then Kedzi.
और फिर रबाडा भी तो है, चार हो गया।
बटलर रबाडा रशीद और वो थर्ड फोर्थ प्लेस पे फिलिप्स शर्फेन या तो क्विंसी।
ठीक है, मतलब
The
डू आई
team
इनका
looks
इनका जो
good.
वीकेस्ट, इनका इनका मिडिल ऑर्डर मेरे को वीक लग रहा है। मतलब तीन चार, मतलब तीन तो ठीक है, चार नंबर पे महिपाल लोमरोड इज लुकिंग अ बिट ऑड टू मी, टू बी ऑनेस्ट।
Yeah, to be honest, वो बोल सकते like Mahipal Lomrod is there, and then there is another.
Lomrod
I
is a
mean,
good
I think Anuj Rawat
spin
is
hitter,
also
I
with
guess.
Gujarat
So
this time.
पर टॉप ऑर्डर बेहतर है वो।
Yeah, so again, I mean, I think,
and
and
middle
to be
order is
honest,
filled
GT
with
has been a
lefties.
team.
I mean, Sai Sudarshan, Lomrod, Tewatia. So
Yeah, GT is again another of the teams. I mean, even Ashish Nehta said it on multiple times in interview that he likes to replicate that CSK environment where you just buy players and based on your belief and sort of back players, keep on backing players. We have seen GT bringing out the best out of quite a few players whom people haven't rated that much. They brought the best out of Tewatia. They brought the best out of Mohit Sharma. They were the team who brought Mohit Sharma back into the scene. Then even Shubman Gill prospered at Gujarat. Uh, फिर और भी एक दो तो हुआ, I don't remember maybe exactly, but even they sort of revitalized Saha for that 1 or 2 seasons. So yeah,
exactly.
I think when
Sai Sudarshan.
coming to yeah, Sai Sudarshan, coming to maximizing the output of any player, GT is very good, and yeah, so expecting them to do something good, but again, top four, I'm not very sure. I think borderline.
Also potential, but not sure. This would be the take on them.
Yeah, also it depends how Butler has his season because he has struggled with
Exactly.
his captaincy duties
Struggle.
and his form in the English. I mean, English team. He had a horror Champions Trophy, so yeah, those things might play a bit in his mind. Can he clear everything and play a good season in IPL? That will have also Gill. how he copes with his captaincy, because last year he struggled a bit after getting the captaincy. So how he copes this time around, these things we'll have to wait and watch. But yeah, nonetheless, looks good. And so I
Now,
think
last
now one
but
more
not
team
the
just
least,
left,
CSK.
CSK. And so yeah, again, I mean,
Bro, it's over
the
to
one
you.
man,
You
that
take the
man is back again for another year, and CSK. I will.
Exactly.
So maybe I myself, let's start in the views. So CSK, to be honest, I think they have built a team based on chip-out conditions. उन लोग
Exactly.
auction गया, they thought we will build a team to win at least 5 out of 7 games at chip-out. Outside of chip-out, we will hope someone will click and we will win at least 2 3 games and we will go to the playoffs and then we will see what happens. Mm, Now also how the pitch at Chepauk is gonna be, if that's a thing. But I think if we look at the team, they've got 12 quality overs of spin. If the pitch turns a bit, you have got Ashwin bowling from one end, you have got Jadeja bowling from one end, and then you have got Noor in those middle
Noor.
overs. So they've got
Exactly.
ample,
Exactly.
and if they play Deepak Huda, he can also roll over his arm for a few. They have got Sam Curran who can bowl those cutters and slower balls. Even Jamie Overton can bowl those slower balls on those.
Exactly. In terms of bowling department, CSK is completely opposite to the RCB. I mean, RCB lacks spinners and CSK lacks pacers. I think they have
Yeah, I mean
Khalil Ahmed,
CSK's
who is a good
pacers,
bowler.
they have relied a lot on Matisha Patirana. He was struggling after getting a new action in the SA20 where we saw him struggling. Recently, I saw those clips where Eric Simmons is trying to bring him back into his previous action. How much effective he will be, that's a question. But I think CSK have got a good replacement also. If Patirana doesn't click, they have got someone like Nathan Ellis who was pretty good in the Champions Trophy also.
Exactly.
In the BBL also, he won as a captain and performed well for I think Hobart Hurricanes. So Nathan Ellis can be a
Mhm.
good candidate. One place where CSK now might scratch their heads a bit is, will they play both Conway and Rachin? I think when they did the auction, they bought Rachin as a backup of Conway. But now after the Champions Trophy, we have seen that Conway is struggling with his form over the last couple of years. And Rachin, he's in some sublime touch at this point of time. So they
Of
will be
course, of
itching to
course.
play Rachin Ravindra.
Uh, yes, they can play both. If they play both, I think Conway and Ruturaj Gaikwad will open. Then
Yeah.
comes Rachin.
No,
Of course,
then comes Rahul Tewatia at number 3.
uh,
Sorry, not Rahul Tewatia. What is his
Tripathi,
name? Rahul Tripathi.
Tripathi. Rahul Tripathi at three, exactly. So
Again, Rahul
Tripathi is
Tripathi is
there.
someone who has worked in this management. If you remember in 2017, Dhoni,
Mhm.
Fleming, he has worked with these guys. And I think they have brought him sort of that intent man in the middle orders, which something which Rahane did in 2023. Once a wicket falls, he
Exactly,
can come
exactly.
and attack straight away. So
I
if
think
they
they
play
should
Rachin,
play
then
Huda,
Rachin comes at number 4.
number four,
Now
exactly.
Dubey moves at number 5. So they also have to play one of Vijay Shankar and Deepak Huda. So he's at number
I
6.
will personally play Huda. I think Huda can be a better option. And of course, Dhoni
Yeah,
will
so
be
then
there. Now,
Huda at number
if
6. Now, if they play Rachin, uh, they will surely play Noor. So Rachin, Conway, Noor. Now only one of Sam Curran or Pathirana can play.
oh shit. So yes,
Yeah, so that's
the
the conundrum
squad
which
looks
they
like
might face, or they might think of dropping Conway and straight away playing Rachin at the top of the order.
exactly, exactly.
Because
Now
otherwise,
see,
if they don't play both Karan and Pathirana, then they have to play
Athirana.
the Indian pacers more. Yeah, they have got Khalil Ahmed who can bowl with the new ball. We have seen his ability with the new ball. But rest of their Indian pacer is a bit inexperienced. They've got Anshul Kamboj, who is a work in progress. They've got Kamlesh
Mhm.
Nagarkoti, who was a great prospect in under 19, but slowly faded out
But
with time.
didn't do well in. I mean, in
Yeah.
KKR also he played, but
Yeah,
didn't do
so
well.
I'm not sure
Uh,
what form he is in at this point of time. They've also got, I think, Gurjapneet Singh from Tamil Nadu. Again, absolutely raw at this point of time. So, um, uh,
Khalil will
also,
play, but
yeah, so
uh,
I think they may not be able to play both Conway and Rachin straight away unless they're running to a desperate situation where they need an extra batter. I think only one will play and Noor will play. Pathirana, and either of Sam Curran or Jimmy Overton. Sam Curran, if they want better bowling, if they want some power
Yes,
at the firepower
Overton
at the
also.
end, they can play Jimmy Overton.
Exactly,
So,
exactly.
so then the team
Overton.
mostly will run like Rutu and either of Conway or Rachin at the top, Rahul Tripathi,
And Tripathi,
then Dubey,
then
Huda.
of course
That makes
Dubey.
five.
We can pick Dubey.
That makes five.
Then
Then six. Maybe I'm taking Sam Curran as of now. Six. Then seven
six,
Jadeja. Eight Dhoni. Nine they can have Ashwin.
Ashwin.
And 10 is Noor. 11
Then
Khalil,
Khalid
and
Ahmed
12
is
and
there.
12 is Pathirana in Petsa.
Pathirana, exactly.
Yeah. So
Dhoni,
again, I mean,
Dhoni's
for
role is
Chepauk,
also very crucial for this squad. I mean, people may think that Dhoni is misfit in the squad, but I believe that coming in the last 2 or 3 overs, if he will love the pace on the ball, so he can face the
yeah,
paces,
again,
and
I mean,
if he
Dhoni will
can
surely play that kind
score
of a
plenty
role.
of five and not exactly.
And if you
Uh,
see, I mean, this team doesn't have a lot of finishers in that sense down the order, unless they play Jimmy Overton, who have that firepower. But again, he's also not someone who is too experienced at this level. Jadeja, I mean, I know he every
uh,
time he plays for CSK, he has one or two good matches, but he's stopped playing T20I cricket. He's retired also now from
But in
India.
the middle over, I guess Dubey has to perform really well. I mean, a lot of
Yeah,
pressure will
again,
be
if
on
you see
him.
even their batting, so in RCB we saw even their batting loves pace. This batting loves spin. Ruturaj plays spin well. Conway Rachin plays spin well. Rahul Tripathi plays spin well. Dubey plays spin well. Huda loves spin. Only Jadeja and Dhoni you can say loves pace.
Love space.
Even
Ruturaj
Ashwin
is
can
also
play spin
good
better.
in spin. Uh, yes, exactly.
So this is a team which has built themselves thoroughly for Chepauk, to be honest. Outside Chepauk, this team has quite a few chinks in their armor. If teams can exploit, they may be in trouble. But at Chepauk, I'm really backing them to win at least 4 to 5 games, to be honest. Yeah,
Exactly,
unless the
exactly.
Chepauk
I believe this.
turns out to be an absolute flat deck, then things might go haywire. But to be honest, if there's even a
Mhm.
little bit of turn. And now I think with the BCCI giving those two new ball options in, if excessive dew is there, that will help the spinners also to some extent. So yeah, CSK have a decent squad, I would say.
Decent
Um,
squad.
it,
It's a decent squad,
yeah.
and they
Also
may.
that batting, there will be some questions about Ruturaj hasn't been in great form in the domestic setup. Conway, if he plays, he has struggled a lot.
The
Rahul
problem
Tripathi,
with
how will he
Ruturaj is kind of his strike rate, I guess. He will score runs, but the only matter is how quickly he scores the runs.
yeah, so these are the things, to be honest. But and again, I mean, CSK is a team like Gujarat, so they will always maximize the output from their players. They have been
Players,
a good
exactly.
side
I
tactically.
mean,
Uh,
you should say that GT is like CSK because
yeah,
CSK has
yeah,
been doing it
yeah.
for
So
ages.
yeah, so that surely, I mean, they will start off their campaign against their arch rivals at home. I mean, that will be
Exactly.
really a great match, to be honest. And the rematch will be on 20th April. But yeah, surely again, I mean, CSK will fan support has never been a problem for CSK. Even their away
Exactly.
games in these days, they mostly make it like
Yes.
home game. If we look
Sure.
from fan support point of view, but again, CSK, so top four. I would say if they do well at home, they should go to top four. It all depends on how they
Same
do at home
for me.
because this team is built mostly for home. Away, I can't guarantee.
Same for me. And they, I think they will do good at home. If the conditions are bit slow, spinner friendly, they're going to do well in home. So
Yeah,
then they will
so
be in the
I
playoffs.
think that was a pretty long live, and yeah, so
Yes,
maybe a lot of slept by now, but yeah, surely. So tomorrow is the first match. We would like to come live after, or maybe post some shots from our channel. And if something good happens, we'll all try to come live also. And there's the even big encounter coming up on Sunday. I mean, which people sort
sure.
of call the El
Yes,
Clasico of IPL or whatever it is.
El
So
Clásico.
yeah, guys. So please share your comments and feedbacks. You can share your playing 11s, any particular player you are watching out for this season. you can share it in the comment box. Till then, cheers, goodbye, and thanks to Ritam and also the guys who joined us before,
Thank you so
Ashish and
much
Abhishek.
for
Yeah,
calling
thanks to
me.
all.
Thank you.
Yeah, surely. Bye bye.
Bye bye.